How can you prepare a director's loan account for liquidation? Well, the answer is you've got to do accounts. There's no two ways about this whatsoever. You have got to do a final set of accounts, or you've at least got to do the equivalent of something like that to bring your director's loan account up to the position as at the date of liquidation, so that you know in accounting terms what the position is in terms of whether you owe money to the company or whether the company owes you money. It's absolutely no good turning up at the liquidator's office and handing over the last 2 or 3 sets of accounts and suggesting to the liquidator, for instance, who's preparing the documents for you, that the director's loan account position is the position as at the date of the last accounts. Now, the reason why this just doesn't work is very simple, is that only if your company ceased trading and didn't engage in a single further transaction of any description whatsoever since the date of the last filed accounts would the balance on the overdrawn director's loan account likely be the same figure. Now, of course, it is possible that there have been further transactions since the date of the last accounts, but none of those transactions have involved a director's involvement in any way, in terms of a director being entitled to money, or lending the company money, or incurring expenses on behalf of the company, and so on. So it's still possible for the position as at the date of the last accounts to be the correct position for the director's loan account, but it's unlikely. Okay, particularly for an SME type business or an owner-managed business, it's extremely unlikely that the position of the director's loan account is the same as what it was as at the date of the last filed accounts. There's likely to have been quite a number of weeks and months, sometimes a year or more, between the date of the last accounts and the date of liquidation. There is likely to have been some movement. Now, if the movement is in favour of the director, in other words, if the director's put more money into the company, or the company owes him or her more money and so on, then you're going to want to know about that position. You're not going to want to put a figure on the statement of affairs. Statement of affairs is like the final balance sheet of the company on a breakup basis, which gets filed at Companies House under a statement of truth. Pretty important document, and to get it accurate and correct. You're not going to want to put on the statement of affairs that you owe the company X £100 or £1,000 or whatever it is, based on a misconception of the position as at the last accounts. All that's going to happen is the liquidator will take that figure and then deal with that as a basis of an asset of the company, and he's still going to have to go through the whole process of what the position actually was. So before you get involved in that sort of chaotic type of situation, which is unfortunate, messy, and completely avoidable, get the accounts sorted up to the date of liquidation so you know where you stand. Questions, queries, concerns, give us a shout. We know insolvency inside out.